Resident Bonker Fajosu was just loading into another quest. But what they didn't know was how this so-called average hunt would end up. Fajosu's quest is to hunt a seregios. A seregios is a formidable foe even for the strongest of hunters. They can fire their scales like a dart at enemies. Seregios are hyper-aggressive towards anything they encounter, whether hunters or another monster. He readies the fight with a cold drink, and then lines up to land a paintball on seregios, which will allow him to track seregios if it flees. However, they forget one crucial item in preparation, the Mega Dash Juice. The Mega Dash Juice is a vital item in hammer builds. It increases their max stamina to the max level and will also stop the depletion of stamina. This is very important for hammers as it allows you to hold your charge attack indefinitely. Fajosu charges up an attack but whiffs hard, leaving a glancing blow on the Seregio's tough wing. With some new calculations, a well-placed jump attack is landed on the toenail. Another attempt at a jump attack, but a huge whiff, missing an opportunity for a large amount of damage. Another lineup for a jump, failed, but still with a solid hit to the head. A partial charge attack to the head, Fajosu performs a perfect dodge. A perfect dodge is an ability exclusive to the adept hunting style. A perfect dodge allows the hunter to charge up their attacks quickly, and they become much stronger. However, Fajosu has an unfortunate case of skill issue and whiffs the attack. He lines up for another jump attack, but doesn't even come close. Araujo, a special palico, gets caught out in the open and pinned to the ground. Helpless, they're tossed around like a sack of potatoes. Seregios is now exhausted and is easier to deal with. The exhausted state happens when the monster's stamina reaches 0. When exhausted, monsters become slower, fail some of their special attacks, cannot fly, are affected by traps and flash bombs for a longer period of time, and some other effects. A chance appears and Fajosu comes in with a charged attack into a Typhoon Trigger Hunter art. It is partially successful. However, he is hit by some phantom quills that ravage his health bar and leave him bleeding. The bleed state will drain your health if you sprint or perform attacks, so it is important to cure it as quickly as possible. You can cure it by eating a well-done steak and some other options, but the easiest is to crouch for 5 seconds. With the Seregios flash-bombed, maneuvering around it is easier. With this opening, lining up some charged attacks should be much easier. He lands a jump attack and topples the Seregios again. However, his last 2 attacks completely miss even the golf swing. Thanks, game. He quickly shrugs off the hitboxes and lines up another triple bonk and lands them all for a nice KO. With a KO, another Typhoon Trigger is unleashed, but this time it's very successful. With some very deliberate and thought-out movement, he confuses the Seregios and gets some jump attacks in. The Seregios flees, allowing a bit of reprieve before the hunt continues. He starts with a flash bomb and gets ready for another jump attack, but miscalculates and gets swatted away by the tail. Seregios trips, another opening for some huge damage potential. Araujo places a poison per Izin. Fajosu sees this and immediately goes nearby to lure the Seregios in. He takes a moment to gather some very important paint berries, while the Seregios gets into position. The Seregios falls for the trap and is poisoned and disabled for a short period of time. Fajosu has a severe controller problem and misses the opportunity for huge damage. With the monster enraged and injured, it flies away for a break. When Fajosu enters the area in pursuit, Seregios is laughably defeated by a group of Kunchu, small neopterons that roll into a ball and attack their foes. And with that, Fajosu can carve the monster and use its parts to further their questing.